having a look at the conditions, and we wanted to go through a question that's been asked quite a bit lately. So as always, want to thank everyone that's jumped on the channel. Want to thank our Facebook subscribers, our Facebook community, and let's get right into this, Jed. So what we've been asked recently, there's a lot of people just starting out their fishing journey, especially beach fishing, and they've asked us several times, do lures actually work? Or do they just, they're bright, they're shiny, aren't they? When you go to the shop, you always want to pick them up and have a look at them. Yeah. And, the saying goes, lures catch anglers, not fish. But I totally disagree with that. And we're going to give our opinion, interpretations, and when you should really set yourself up with some lures as well as bait fishing. Because, over the years, I just think to myself, Jed, how many times and how many fish we wouldn't have caught if we didn't take the lures and the bait options down with us. We would have missed out on so many fish. And I've been guilty over the years in the past, when I've been a lot younger. I've only gone down, throwing bait. In some sessions, the fish are there, they're smashing your bait, you catch a lot of fish, you have a lot of fun. Yeah. And then other times you go with the bait and the fish, they're not there. So I think you really got to sort of adapt, be flexible. And, whether you're starting out your fishing journey or, you're quite, say, experienced angler, you class yourself as you know what you're doing. We always have things we can learn. But I think really, for me personally, if we're talking about Perth, Western Australia, it's really crucial to catching more fish consistently is having those both options, lures and bait. And again, knowing when to use the lures and when to use the bait, because there's just so many fish readily accessible. We're an island. We are literally, Jed, an absolute massive island surrounded by water, so we should go and fish. That's the reality. We are an absolute, Western Australia, we're just a massive island, so many opportunities, so many fish we can go and target. And if we just went down with lures one day and didn't get any fish and we didn't bring bait, you really need to bring both options down, especially when it comes to beach fishing. And, certain times of the year, fish won't hit baits, they'll only hit lures. For example, at the moment, I'm really loving my surface lure fishing. As you might have seen earlier this morning, I did a quick video when I got some lures from Tackle West, Osborne Park yesterday while I was working. Very, very excited to do top water. It's such a visual, exciting style of fishing, Jed. You see those fish chase the lure in, the big explosion on the surface. So that's an example where, you are specifically, targeting a fish on lures. You're fishing those reefs, those structure where you can't do. But I'm not too sure those icons are. Do you see those icons on the screen? So there's going to be things. That was pretty cool. I think they were pizzas. Were they pizzas? Yes. I'm not sure what they were. That was pretty cool. So yeah, we've been really enjoying our surface lure fishing lately, top water action as they call it. And here we go. It's past the kids' bedtime. Definitely not past. It's only we are only 5 o'clock in Western Australia. It's never past the kids' bedtime. It's Sunday afternoon. We are having our last drink for the day. We are talking fishing, and we just want to go over why it's really important. When you're looking at metro land-based Perth, West Australia, you should really be arming yourself with lures and bait, and again, knowing where and when to use both, lures and baits, those scenarios. So, as I said, you miss out on too many fish if you're just going to purely rely on fishing with baits and vice versa. Although, as I said, Jed, lately we are targeting those top water. Taylor, how you going? How are you? Dario? Fun Police joined. Oh, who's the Fun Police? How you going, Jacob? How are you? How much did I catch today? I just caught hopes and dreams today. I didn't actually go out, David. I was playing with my new shiny lures. I can't wait to get down, hopefully midweek. Yes. Yes, I reckon you should be in bed by 4:30. Are they dreaming? Are they dreaming? That's way too early, Jed. 4:30. That's they're out of control. How you going? How's everyone going? Happy Sunday. It's all happening. We've got the animals playing up as well, Jed, which is always fun. It's a circus, isn't it? Absolute circus. But as I said, and I think as well, Joe, when you're starting out your fishing journey and you want to get into that bread and butter style of fishing, your herring, your skippy, your sand whiting, your flathead, having a tray of lures to take down is just going to give you more options. What's so funny? What are you thinking about? You thinking about that time you caught that skippy? What are you thinking about? Oh, the Taylor? That was fun. That was on lure. Remember that Taylor you caught? That was on lure. That was good fun, wasn't it?
Yes.
Are you gonna go now? Any? Oh, see that some people think they're quite funny. I don't even respond.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying, do you get some really cool comments, and some you just have to ignore, mate, because everyone wants to have their say, and they're entitled to. That's part of being a line jetty. It's you get the good and the bad. Are you gonna go? You're not gonna go. Okay. All right, mate. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, it's quite wet, wild and windy. What have we got, a Sunday? You like the moustache? You like the mustache? Oh, look, so this is my wife absolutely loves my mustache. I've actually, is this the first year I've had it, Jane, or the second year? Second year I've had it? It's my second year. This is my second year having the mustache. I've never, ever had a mustache. I've always had had a facial hair. And, yeah, my wife, I think last year, I don't know, some conversation, and I just shaved everything off, and then so now that's what I roll with. So I appreciate it, Mad Dog Matisse. So I just run with a mustache now. I like it. I had a trim obviously this afternoon. I jumped on the live this morning. I was fairly quite a lot of facial hair, but I have had a shave, and it makes me probably look about 10, 20 years old. Actually, I have been told, Jed, I am the Benjamin Button of the fishing world, so I'm actually not aging. Apart from my hair going grey, I'm actually getting younger with age. I don't know how. I think it's because I fish. I think fishing is the key to staying young, rejuvenated, and looking young. Because I reckon I look about 20. I could pass to 20, surely, could I? Where's my dog? Come up here. I'll bring my dog up. Hang on a sec. I'll see if I can get the dog up.
Charlie, come on.
Where's the dog? The dog's coming. Hang on. No,
boy.
come here, Charlie boy. Charlie, come. Hang on a sec. Hold that. Come here, Charles. We'll see no, he wants to play. Hang on a sec. Charlie, come. Come sit. Come here. No, I don't think I'm going to get the dog on. Hang on a sec. I'll see if I can get him up, but he wants to play. Give me the toy, Violet. Get the toy. Hang on a sec. We're trying to get the dog. We're trying to catch some dogs, but we'll also bring over the dog. Here we go. Come here. Oh, we might get him. Hang on. We might get a treat. He's being camera shy. Here we go. Here we go. This will get him. Charlie, come. Oh, come here.
No.
Come here.
No.
You have to go. He's really being.
Bring it to me.
Hang on. We'll get him. We've got him. Hello. There's the dog. You gonna feed him? There's the dog.
Oh.
Hello. There you go. Have this snack. There you go. There's the dog. There you go. Yeah. This is our dog. He's really cool. He hasn't actually come down the beach for a while, but to be fair, the conditions haven't really been quite nice. And as I was saying also this morning, the new moon flop, as I like to call it. So we had a new moon that fell over a weekend. So the weekend crew were able to get out, high anticipation of some complete tight lines. New moon flop did not deliver. The river has been going absolutely off, the Swan River in Perth. Lots of mulloway caught on hard-bodied lures. How you going there, Riley? How are you? How you going, Josh? Happy Sunday. So the Swan River in Perth, West Australia, has been absolutely going off with mulloway. Some sort of, 500-600 mil, up to 1.2, 1.3 metres. I'm actually quite fortunate. I've worked with a really good team, Tucker West Aussie Park. And on Saturday, there's this absolute gun, George. Hopefully I'm not going to embarrass him here. But he's caught, I think, 2 or 3 really quite large mulloway on those again. I'm going to go on again about those duo lures. Come in and check them out. The range is absolutely exceptional. I've got a top water one for next week. George has been running some slow sinking ones in sort of that 120, 130 mil size. Real nice skinny profile. Really looks like a little mullet or a nice little bait fish. And George I think he's picked 2 or 3 amazing mulloway locally. We are. How are you going? We're just cruising. It's a Sunday afternoon. We're just talking a little bit about fishing. I've got the zoo here. I've got the dog. I've got the cats. It's all happening. We're talking about some lure fishing, some bait fishing. As I said, at the moment, it's quite a good time to go and chase some larger tailor top water on our local reefs. You off, are you?
I'm looking for something.
What are you looking for? You sure? You good? No, the cats, they're all camera shy. It's the same when you take your cameras down fishing. Love fishing with top water. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%, man. Top water's so good. I went down. How you going, Josh? Happy Sunday. I went down Monday morning. Premium conditions. So we had low tide. A lot of the reefs were actually too low to actually work the lures. So I've managed to move around, I think 5 or 6 spots, I think I said before. Hang on a sec. What is my favourite colour? What, in my lures for top water? Look, I still reckon the red and white. From looking at, like, it depends on the lure as well, Josh, but I'd say from looking, I'll just go through a couple of lures that I mainly run for top water. So if I'm doing the rooster popper, the Halco, I like the red and white. And now I am loving the pilchard because I got smashed second cast on Monday with the pilchard in the 30 grams. So not a big one, but in the 30 gram size. So I like the red and white and the pilchard. With the CID range, I like the white, again, silver, red and white heads again. There's just so many options. There's just so many colours. And I guess, how you going there? How are you? Happy Sunday. It's all happening. I'm going to have another drink. Is that all right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, look, we're loving the lives. Speaking of camera shot, we've actually just we're about this close. We just finally got our new camera gear, so we're absolutely stoked to get the cameras ready. We've just got a few bits and pieces to organise. We are going to get back. How you going there, JB? Happy Sunday. We're going to get back to our segments called the Local Angler. Or Local Angle. We're not sure what the title is going to be exactly. We're still weighing up. Drop your opinions in the comments. It's either going to be called the Local Angle or the Local Angler. We go around and we chat to other YouTubers, other content creators, and other just, anglers out there in the community. We ask them, questions about why they fish, what they love to do when it comes to fishing, and you like the lives. Look, I love it because the lives aren't edited, they're unscripted. And it's just, you're just chilling and you're just having a chat. I said, my Facebook community I love, and I'm just hoping to build and grow my YouTube one as well. And so the kids will come along on the journey. My kids love to fish. Winter's obviously not ideal in Western Australia. But going back to the cameras, we're very, very close, Jed, to getting those cameras down the water. As I said, we are heading up to Lancelin, I believe, on Sunday. How you going? Happy Sunday. Chicken on biscuits. That's a great title. I had Nutella this morning. That was a cool profile name too, Nutella. That's one of your favourite things to have, isn't it, Nutella?
No, it's not.
So, yeah. As I said, so we've got the camera gear pretty much all finalised. We've got to get a few bits and pieces to add to it. We're going to head up the coast on Sunday. We're going to go interview an amazing YouTuber. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can get that filmed on Sunday and get that edited the following week and get that out. So we're probably going to try to do one every fortnight where we go around and we interview other content creators, other YouTubers, and just see what they're about, why they fish. I think it's going to be really interesting, and I think it's going to give people another point of view and probably a bit of background on those creators that they might not actually, wouldn't know what's, their full story. He can stay up whenever he likes. So it's only 5:15. Jed, they want you to go to bed for some reason. You're not tired yet? Keep the work up. Oh, look, Josh, we're just chilling, man. We've said, that's why I do the lives, because it's not edited. I can't make this up. It's literally this is live. We can't, we're not no script. We're not reading off anything. We're just here having a chat and trying to, spread some joy, have some fun, talk fishing. And I think locally, Western Australia, I think it's going to, unless you really love snapper fishing off the rock walls and groins over the next few days, I think it's going to be tough going. I'm hoping Wednesday afternoon there's a little period of time for myself. I can go do some more top water. But Wednesday as a whole, the day looks really good. Light winds, low swell. And like I said, we had that new moon flop. So again, going back to the Swan River was alive Friday night and Saturday. The beach on Saturday, I don't like the structure locally. We've currently got a little front gutter, but it's really shallow. There's not a lot of bait or anything. Why are you laughing? Why are you cracking yourself? Are you reading the comments? Is that why you're laughing?
No.
Oh, I don't know why you're laughing. If you can give me some of that laughing gas, I'll take some and I'll keep laughing. How about that? Hey?
It's funny.
Yeah, I had a look at the beach at Saturday before work, I should say. I don't like the structure. There's a very shallow front gutter, which is more typical for our spring and summer patterns, and the waves are quite a fair way up. But what was also, not interesting because there was obviously the weather turned today, but the northerly current had already started pushing through Saturday morning, going quite strong, and that bait and the larger fish just won't hold when that current is so strong. So I don't like the structure, man. So to be honest, I mean, I do love my beach fishing. You should come to Australia. I mean, but you've got in New Zealand, you've got amazing trout fishery. You've got big, huge kingfish. You've got amazing game fishing. You've got kingfish. New Zealand's got a ton of options. I mean, I'd love to go over there and have a crack at some of those options. But as I said, firstly, for me, I don't think I'll be doing the beach fishing probably for the next couple of weeks. I really want to just keep cracking on with the top water. And the key for me is just being really mobile, keeping it compact. I got myself a couple of new lure trays, again, from Tucker West Aussie Park. Come in, the range is just will blow your mind. Like Luke and the team, they just do an amazing job. And I can see why that, he's continually expanding, because the range he sells, it's stuff that you can actually use. It's not crap, and it's stuff that you want. So he does a great job. So yeah, as I said, so for me, I really want to focus on the top water tailor fishing, because look, what are we? We're almost in August, Jed. We're almost in August. I think it's August next week, so we're running out of time to catch these bigger tailor. So we really got to go out and make the most of it over the next 2 to 4 weeks. I reckon will be probably our last bit of fun on those big fish. I don't know why you're laughing, but I'm going to run with it. I'm definitely going to run with it. What's that? Hey, what's that?
Comment.
Yeah, I don't read the comment. Like, some of the comments are silly. You just ignore them. It doesn't matter. They just want to comment. They want to have the fun. It's okay. This year has gone fast. I totally agree. It's August. It's literally August next week. We've got some really good local tailor. And as I was saying, I am going to chop and change. Sorry, because I am getting distracted as well. However, the key at the moment for the top water for me is just being mobile. So I've said I've got some new trays that I picked up from work yesterday at Tucker West, Japan made. The quality is second to none. I'm going to take a little backpack, be really mobile. I'm going to go work a spot. As I said, I usually do 10 casts, and I change my lure, I change spots. I don't really pepper a spot more than 10 casts, because the fish are either there or they're not in the mood. And the key for me is just be mobile, have a car if you can, or walk a stretch, with a few different reefs, few different holes. And you will find the fish eventually. As I said, Monday just was one of those days where I worked really hard. I had to move 5 or 6 times. All the spots were just too shallow. I couldn't work the lures. It just didn't feel right, didn't feel fishy. And I found a spot, no one around, which is really rare, Metro, to have a spot where no one can see you, A, and B, no one there to, get in your way, or to get in your space, because a lot of the time you just want to head out to the water and just clear your mind and just chill and just be one with the ocean and the water. So I was really, really fortunate. The last location, and as I said, fishing is just too much fun. It's a way of life. It's a religion for me. It's just everything. It's just something that I want to pass on to my kids, and it's just for me too. My biggest goal, I guess, some of my goals going forward. So I am quite old. I am not aging though, Jed. I'm getting younger with age, because I'm the Benjamin Button of fishing. But one of my many goals is to just show people that you can just be an everyday person, have a full-time job, go and have a crack, share the little bits of information, or sort of the things you pick up over time, and just give it a crack. Because I'm so fortunate. I've got a beautiful partner. She works full-time as well. She's an amazing mother. And, she could be at work all day working, her backside off, and then she'll get home and I'll just say, Jane, I'm going out, I'm going down the beach, or I'm going down to a rock wall. And, there's no hesitation. She always supports me, and I'm able to get out and have a crack. And as I said, my motivation really is to obviously motivate others to go out and to show that, if I can catch a few decent fish locally, there's no reason that no one else, everyone else out there can do it, probably even more better than me, a better job. So, it's just, if you can get the time, even if it's half an hour, 20 minutes, go take a rod, a bag, lures. You got the cat now. Put her in the shot. That's one of our cats. What's her name? Nala. She's not a bad. She's cute, isn't she? She's a Burmese, and she has her brother. He's hiding somewhere. Tommy, hey.
He's a big boy.
He is a lot bigger than her. That's for sure. How you going there? How are you? Happy Sunday. Where you live? I'm in Western Australia. How about yourself? I'm in Perth, Western Australia, and I love the challenge of metro land-based fishing because it is really, really rewarding, but it is absolutely one of the toughest things, I reckon, a land-based metro, especially when you fish. Oh, Mount Isa, that's cool. When you're fishing off the rock walls, groins, beaches locally, there's a lot of hours put into even catch a bag of herring, Sam Whiting, flathead tailor, you name it, Skippy. So, you know, I love the challenge, and I really love showing people that anyone can do it. As I said, if I can catch fish, there is no reason that you can't get out and have a crack. And hopefully I can inspire, motivate, and pass on the bits that I've been very lucky enough to have a dad that loves the ocean as much as me. And yeah, like without getting too emotional, I think it's some of the sessions we've had together. I remember some of the sessions. One distinctly stands out to me: fishing a rock wall, probably half an hour before last light, and the tailor just came on hard. They were just hitting every single lure that we threw at them. And I remember my mum. Yeah, it is very nice over here. I remember my mum was just cracking as shit. She was just going up and down the rock wall, like trying to like just give us the hint that we had to go, and we just would not stop. We just kept catching fish, and it was amazing. And I mean that was me probably almost Jed's age, so it's going and spinning for Taylor. So I have fond memories. You have to let it go, buddy. Let it go. But as I said, you know, one of my many goals is to get people out fishing, show them that, you know, you can achieve what you want to achieve. You just got to have the time, put the work in. You know, if you are just happy to have a cruisy session, buy a bag of frozen bait, go down and lob a bait out, see what happens. Hey, that is fantastic. Fishing is personal. What you want to do is completely up to you. But if you want to really catch more fish consistently, stick around. Check out my Facebook page as well. I'll share the bits and pieces, the tips and tricks, as I say, that's helped me along the way. I don't pretend to know everything. I certainly don't. There's obviously more than one way, as they say, to do things, Jed. But I'm more than happy to share what I've learned. And I said I love also to study the conditions. You know, you can overthink it, yes, but I love watching the forecast. I check the weekly forecast. I check the wind. I check the swell. I check the moon phase. I check the time of year, what's available. But as I said, the start of this whole video was about fishing with lures and bait, and I strongly really do recommend, if you are just starting at your journey, just arm yourself up with both options. You will miss so many fish. The amount of sessions, if I just would have gone down to wherever, Rockwall, Beach, Groin, and I've just set out with bait, I would have missed so many fish, and vice versa with lures. You really need to arm yourself with both options. You might not use them all the time, and again, winter, this point, you know, this time of year, you might really only want to do baits off the beach, but there's rock walls, there's, you know, top water lures, there's heaps of options you can do. So I reckon the moral or the point of this video, Jed, real Aussies who know Vegemite. Oh, Vegemite's a rite of passage for, if you're born in Australia. I think you get spoon-fed it when you're born. You love Vegemite, don't you? Sure thing. But yeah, as I said, really, if you are getting into fishing locally, I hope you found this channel. I hope the
Yep.
cheers, Josh. I hope that, you know, I hope you've taken some of this out. Like I said, my live's unscripted, unedited. I said the camera gear is this close. We're gonna get it out. I haven't done any filming. Vegemite tastes fine. I don't know how would you describe Vegemite? Drop it in the comments. Anyone? What would you?
Really sweet.
Yep, but what's the flavour though? What's the flavour? How would you describe it?
Like,
How would you describe it?
it's really sweet and.
Yeah, but sweet to me is like you're talking about like a lolly or sugar. Like, how would you describe it? Hey, this is my last beer, by the way.
I don't actually know how to describe.
You don't know how to describe it? Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, we could have gone. We should have gone fishing, I reckon, on Saturday at a rock wall, Joe. We would have probably got some King George whiting, some skippy, some herring, but we didn't. I said I don't like the beach. I don't know what that one says. I don't like the beach structure currently. I think the beaches are going to get absolutely smashed today, tomorrow. The swell still is increasing. It's going to decrease Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday is the pick. I'm going to say that again just for anyone that didn't hear. What's the day, Jed?
It is Sunday.
Yes, no, but what's the day to go fishing next week? What? Say it. Wednesday. Wednesday is the day. Wednesday is my pick for next week. Early predictions. We're making a call on Sunday, Jed. We're making a call on Sunday. We're making a call on Sunday. So, oh, you're getting hot, are you? Taking off your hoodie. So yeah, I like Wednesday. If you can get out Wednesday morning, you got that morning high tide. I'm not too concerned about the outgoing tide because I don't think it goes out till 7:30 from memory. I'm really, really, really keen to go do some top water action. You're taking your jumper off as well. Okay, that's very interesting, Jed. Keep an eye on Thursday too. Thursday the winds might be light enough again for some top water action. I think the beaches will be a no-go. The weekend looks absolutely horrible, Jed. You're going to be playing Auskick again this time next week, Jed. You're going to be, well, not this time, but this time next week. Sorry, Sunday next week. I'll rephrase it. Sunday next week, you'll be playing Auskick in the rain again because the forecast for the weekend looks absolutely miserable.
Terrible.
It looks terrible. Unless you are, again, Jed, wanting to chase snapper off the local rock walls groins. The weekend, I'm going to put a call out now. I'm not fishing next weekend. Shock horror? No, I'm not doing it. So we're going to head up the coast. We're going to hopefully interview this amazing YouTuber. He's just passed 8,000 subscribers. So pretty deep questions. We're going to ask him some light-hearted questions. And hopefully we can get that interview out in the coming weeks. And as I said earlier this morning, we've got the boat show in September. How you going there? How are you? Happy Sunday. We've got the boat show in Perth, West Australia, Sunday. So if you are local and you're on the channel, stick around, stay tuned. We'll have some free passes to give away as well. As I said, if you haven't checked out the Facebook page, go and look my name up and have a look on there. We do lots of stuff on there as well. And so we've got lots of free stuff for the kids and families. So please make sure if you are in the area in September, come down, check out the boat show. Come and say hello in the content creators section. We'll be there. We're wanting to talk to the kids, the families, see what you guys have been fishing for, what you've been catching. And we've got tons. We have tons of stuff. We don't even know where we're going to store it, or we have lots to give away. So we are very keen for the boat show in September. All right. Thanks for watching as always. Thanks for joining the channel if you have. We do these lives when we can. We don't plan them. If we've got a minute, we've been on here for almost half an hour. So we've done well. That's probably one of our longest lives. So I'm pretty happy with that.
27 minutes.
27 minutes. So we've chilled out. I've had a beer. I should have had, well, this is enough now. I've had one beer, but have the beer. As I said, any questions, shoot us a message. Check out the Facebook page, and hopefully, we'll be back on here maybe Wednesday if we can get some fish top water. You've got swimming, but then after swimming, we're going to race down and we're going to go throw some lures. We've got those 3 new lures. We're going to have 10 casts with each lure. I actually reckon I don't know, will the Dartwing get hit? Will the Duo get hit, the pencil, or will the Skinny Pop get hit? I don't know. All good, Josh. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I'm hoping I'll be back here on Wednesday. I'm going to race down and do a little session locally. Thursday, if the winds are light, I'm going to run down again. And then otherwise, we'll go and start I reckon we're going to call it the local angle. But yeah, please drop your comments or send me a private message. It's either going to be called the local angle. I think, do you like that, Jed? The local angle or the local angler?
Short local angle.
Cool, Josh. Yeah, so I think we're going to call it the local angle. I have done a few segments, but obviously now I'm super excited. I've got some amazing camera gear, so I'm going to start to ramp it up. I'm going to start to play with the big boys, as they say, and the big girls, and we'll get the camera gear out. We'll go and do some filming, and Mum has let us chat. We've been very lucky, haven't we? So we're going to say goodbye, and it's been good. It's been fun. And hopefully, Jetty, you can come back on Wednesday. And I still think the Skinny Pop's going to get hit, Jed. Out of those 3 lures I got, I think the Skinny Pop from Zip Baits is going to get the biscuits. What do you reckon? And I mean, we got a 61 centimeters. Again, not a donkey as they say, but I reckon that's a pretty good fish on top water. So the plan, what I love, I reckon we've got about 4 to 6 weeks. Personally, these fish generally will move out after that, out of these reefs. So I'd like to get one in the 70s this year. I haven't got one in the 70s this year, Jed. So I'd like to get one of those Taylor on top water into the 70s. That would be really rewarding. And I'd also love, I'm not going to mention his name, but I've got a very keen angler that I've been speaking to. I think he's 15. Very, very keen. So I want to try to get him onto his first top water big Taylor as well. We're going to take down the 10 pounds, so we're going to risk it for the biscuit. I like fishing light for these fish. I do 10 pound braid and 20. Yeah, I did 20 pound leader. So you got to lock up when you first hook them. Don't pull hooks. And then once you've got them off that ledge, then you just enjoy the fight and the good times. All right, Jed, I reckon we'll leave it at that. We'll say goodbye. We'll say thanks for watching as always. If you've subscribed to the channel, that is awesome. As I said, go and check out the Facebook page. We'd love to have you on our community there as well. Until next time, I reckon we've got rods and reels. When are we going to clean those rods and reels? Probably tomorrow. That's Monday. Then Tuesday, we've got to go through the tackle bag. And then Wednesday, game on, eh? Let's hope the wind plays nice. Thanks for watching as always. We appreciate the support. We love. It's not time for bed. This person still wants you to go to bed. So you're not.
What? You said
This one. You're not going to bed. Tell them you're not going to bed yet. It's only 5:30. It is winter in Perth. It is getting dark, but he's not going to bed. We're going to have some dinner soon.
the sun's still up.
I don't know. Well, no, the sun's not up because it's raining, bro. But yeah, all good. Thanks for watching. We appreciate the support, and hopefully you can stick around on this journey. We love it. We love fishing. We love what it's about. We love cleansing the soul, and we love the next generation getting out there. It's 2 well, no, it is 5:30 here. We love the next gen getting out as well, having a crack. Get them off the iPads. I don't mind YouTube if they're watching something educational, but I really want to get the next gen out and about. We've got an amazing coast in Perth, West Australia. Check it out. If you haven't, come over for a visit. Come over, have a visit. Give us a shout. We'll have a fish, because fishing is a way of life, isn't it, Jetty? Don't worry, they're being silly. We're just going to ignore them. Go to bed. No. I know. They're being silly. All right, we're going to go. Good night. Cheers. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
See ya. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers. Thanks, guys.